it. So while you look at the side of OG, yeah, it's all about the branches still.
Yeah, again, they're gonna have good means to do it here, especially if 33 takes some points. The Feral Impulse, that Headdress Aura, he's good in that lane, and yeah, top the Aura and having an IO. I've got that good sustain that doesn't require them to go through and burn a lot of consumables. So at least there's not as many as you maybe expect OG's going to have to need to in these lanes.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna just be staring at the mid lane because I think it's just such a funny matchup. It's something that it's like a throwback to literally when we were playing back in the day, like 2013. People used to S4 was actually a player who theory crafted a Clockwerk mid versus a lot of like these TAs and stuff, which is just unknown. So it's really cool to see it kind of trickling back with one of these little buffs. I say little, pretty significant buff at least for core Clockwerk. And we see bottom, they actually get the cut, they get the creep cut pulled behind the tower, so a whole wave is going to be denied on actually both sides, so both sides doing a good job of meeting each other in a way to be able to deny those waves off. Soxa will be able to at least soak some of this, so it doesn't lose that entire wave.
I mean, out of these two duos on this bottom lane, is there a side that would actually kind of prefer for the waves to meet so they can fight? Who's stronger in the 2v2 when the creeps meet?
It's usually going to be with the Monkey King versus that melee versus the Lycan. That's why they went for it this time. I think that was the other thing on top too. It's like the Weaver, it looked in theory like such a good Weaver game, but they couldn't actually stop 33, so now Monkey King is that extra element to be able to stop him. Did we see that? Big battery assault damage, immediately clearing the creep wave.
Yeah, easy CS with that one, don't you? With that double damage to creeps, you just head back and all the creeps end up going your way.
Yeah. So, I mean, they're manipulating creeps a lot, bottom. That's why, like, Tundra is the one who is trying to manipulate. They don't want us to just be met in this normal kind of lane matchup, so they're just trying to keep moving things around a lot. And top, as we didn't really touch on too much, but top is gonna. I think top is the one that's a little bit more boring.
Yeah,
it's gonna be a tough one for OG.
He's in trouble there.
He might die.
Yeah, there we, ladies and gentlemen, 9.
Clockwerk
mid clock, first blood against BZM. Even BZM offering him up a tip for that one because yeah, 9. A very, very nice solo kill to get against a Void Spirit.
Yeah, you get the water rune, but you die for it. I don't know if the BZM was actually even able to use his water rune. Able to maybe potentially heal him up to go.
Oh, but did he have it in the bottle?
Did.
He could have maybe lived then, couldn't he?
That's what I thought too, but I guess...
Maybe get the replay on that.
I think he got pushed. I think the cog push killed him and didn't let him use it, right?
In anticipation of that cog damage, he could have got it off before, but...
A little bit of a mistake.
Unfortunately for BZM, cost him his life.
And BZM also now getting caught under the tower.
This time he's got the point of dissimulate. He didn't have it earlier, but he does now. He's hit the 4.
Over-leveled Clockwerk is one of the scariest things in Dota, though. If you get level 6 early, everyone is free food for you in the entire game.
Yep.
That's why we used to see this picked a very long time ago in the past. And 9 is getting aggressive again.
He knows Dissimulate's on cooldown, right? How long?
It's back up.
Okay, it's back up now.
BZM lands back inside.
Okay, I mean, he wants to fight back. Remember's not going to catch, though. Didn't quite get the angle.
That could have potentially got him a kill if he does connect that one there. So slightly off the mark. Rune's going to be spawning.
That should help.
Doesn't look like we're going to get any extra. Ooh. Are we going to get some movements over towards?
Tundra's going to get the bottom one also.
Yeah, Saxa's going to make sure the BZM can't get the refuel.
Oh, they're really trying to put the pressure on the BZM this game.
Top lane though, Tiger.
Okay.
Fine snaking.
Let's just get him there with us with the... Actually, just with the Malphus and the Eidolons. Like a Rebuke also to slow. Maybe the Rebuke actually stopped the tether. I didn't get to see up top. It was on cooldown as well. I just keep getting... I'm looking at it. It's like no cooldown. It's just possibly going.
BZM just taking so much damage each time that 9 steps up the trades with him.
BZM?
It's got to be... I mean, look, we've got to watch that XP because what, 9? Yeah, a few creeps away from the level 6. Once he has that, BZM can't go for any more of these risky plays where he's living on the edge.
No, definitely not. He actually has to go back to base. So it's going to be a very over-leveled Clockwerk with the level advantage versus the Void Spirit too. And Clockwerk, one of the best heroes to rotate around the map versus these squishier melees on the side lanes.
Oh yeah, these side lanes will die.
Oh yeah. Let's see what happened up here. I think something stopped the tether, right? Let me see. Or does he just actually... Oh yeah, he just dies. Well, he was attempting to stop it with the Rebuke, but...
There we go. 6 on Clockwerk and 9 immediately. He's looking elsewhere out of the lane potentially. He's going to get the refuel with the ball and, yeah, a movement straight to top. But it has been indicated by BZM.
Yeah.
BZM letting the team know that Nine's on his way over. So OG should be careful.
Ooh,
and indeed,
nice little scout.
A move with the Eidolon. And yeah, did that Eidolon get vision of him actually?
It looked like
it was kind of just on the edge.
Oh, was he just? It did see him. Yeah.
It did see him. Yeah. Okay, just on the edge of the vision.
Bottom, Misha. Some pressure.
And we'll be able to snipe the courier. So that's the boots gone for Yuragi. Oh, that rocket coming in globally.
That little extra damage.
And get the wolves in. And the wolves, one more hit, should be able to do it. They're able to hold back one of them with a boundless strike, but Misha, he's been surrounded, and the wolf will take him down. Saxa, he's going to opt for the TP out, and he is away in time. Saxa able to live.
I almost feel bad.
2K gold lead already from these early moves. 9, even pushing him away with the hook shot to guarantee the rune. Tundra, really on point this early game.
2K lead already, 6 minutes in.
A lot of that coming out of the mid lane. 800 gold advantage over his counterpart. Amar's still doing decent, I would say, in the top lane since he is versus a Razor. He's gone for the triple bracer build this time around just to be able to sustain through it. Sure, he's behind, but it's to be expected when he's playing versus this lane.
Are you a 2 bracer or 3 bracer kind of guy?
I'm a noob. So, no, I mean, I'm a 2 bracer soul ring usually, but if he feels it's a better situation when he goes for something like this to tank up, he's definitely right. Amar on this hero is very comfortable. And Taiga's going to start jungling a little bit, so they know that they can't actually apply any pressure onto this Razor anymore. And Snaking will start getting some pulls. So Tundra's starting to get some maximizing going.
So your Nine's going to rush the Orchid.
Okay, so the Ice build from the off lane from the mid lane, which is excellent this game versus Enigma versus Void Spirit. He's going to always get the connection too, so it does make sense if he does opt to go for that build. Lets him scale really nicely too in the later stages.
It's going to be a very farmed Clockwerk.
It really is.
That hook shot up. You have to be careful on the side lanes, OG.
Yep.
They get too close to a tower, Nine's going to be TPing in and ready to fight.
And really important to point out that the Lycan is ahead of the Monkey King. Like, usually that's the reason that they went for this Monkey King Jakiro was actually to be able to apply some pressure and slow 33 down. 33 actually gets his Dominator faster than average somehow.
I mean, as you said, it's one of those games, one of those lanes that, you know, if you want to look at how it's done, just look back at the replay of how they laned this and how they manipulated the creeps, because they set it up in a way, indeed, that OG just wasn't able to use that strength against them.
Absolutely. And now Sox is feeling free to roam around the lanes because 33 probably tells him I can just start doing exactly this with my creeps. So you can just keep helping mid, keep securing 9 these runes.
Nine's on his way. Well, he's hovering around towards stuff. Of course, this has all been seen by the ward, so OG very well aware of where 9 may be looking towards going.
And OG's still getting good farm out of least out of lanes.
Going to try and take down 33. He's going to be able to get the ult off, and with that off, there's nothing else to control him, so he's fine.
He actually took control of a melee creep right before the Centaur died, so they got no gold.
And he just turns to take down Misha. He's just able to get back in, get the kill. Yuragi's got to be careful because there is a hook shot available.
The tree cut.
And they saw him. You know, the wolf in position there in the trees, 33, and the micro spotting out Yuragi, jumping across the tree line. He's going to try for the TP out, but they're able to clean out an angle for 9 to get him with a hook shot, put a stop to the escape. That's going to be Yuragi going down.
Damn it.
I mean, 33 is just always a spectacle to watch on his micro heroes. Like, literally, they're going to kill the Centaur creep. He dominates a melee creep next to it, so they don't even get gold for committing to kill this Helmet Dominator creep. And he turns and gets a double kill. Potentially now going to get pressure on tower. They use the illusions to get some damage onto it. 3K lead. Razor free farm.
Very much coming into this second game with the same sort of ferociousness that they were playing with in that second half of game 1. It's just continuing here for Tundra.
Saxa could be in some trouble though. BZM
tower is under attack.
might just be able
He's going to get some out. 9 is around and they're scared.
Misha.
What they can do to help him? Not a lot. Remnant's going to be dropped down, but already Misha's trapped in the cogs, and 9, he's on a killing spree.
Mid Clockwerk coming to a pub near you.
And honestly, I wouldn't even be mad. It's looking great. You know, it's sure 9's making it look amazing, but I think that's also comboed with the fact that this hero, at the moment, with the new battery assault clearing out creeps the way it does, it's a great spot to play the hero.
When you're playing versus melee heroes, this is what it used to be a long time ago in the past. As I mentioned, this is something people did theory craft. It's even better now. Thinking?
If they can save him, they can. They'll get him away from the Eidolons.
Fade Bolt damage reduction, maybe even saving him as well, too. Little things.
A little bit off the mark there with a hook shot. Tries to throw it out to see if he can get a catch on Tiger. Not this time round. Tiger's going to be fine.
This is going to be a very early Orchid. He's already got 2 components.
Look at the lift up. BZM's still got an Astral Step and a Dissimulate, so should be able to get away. And of course, 9 hookshot's still on cooldown.
Yeah, that's speedy. They are still chasing. Battery salts back up.
He wants to kill Snake King. He's got to Dissimulate, and they'll get the job done. They get the kill. And with Tiger by his side, BZM's got enough backup that 9 can't just run straight back in towards him.
Middle tower is under attack.
And meanwhile, what's going on? Yeah, Misha dying
to a wall.
Tower there. Yeah, 33 again with a persistent micro of his wolves, making sure that no support feels safe out on the map.
And now they're, after getting bottom tower, immediately swing to mid. Just continue to apply pressure on all fronts. 11 minutes, both towers drop down. Top 3 net worth. Now Skeeter, he goes bottom since top feels a little bit unsafe, and he's going to be able to continue farming his very early BKB timing.
I mean, that's the thing, right? You know, last game we saw Skeeter very much having to make a recovery. This time round, he's not going to have to do that because he's had such a solid start. 3 cores from Tundra at the top of the net worth, and by a considerable amount. You know, everybody about 1k gold each above their counterpart just 11 minutes in.
And they've gotten 9 of the bounty runes, just controlling the map perfectly. So that's why you see the gold lead being that far ahead already. And to point out also, something Yuragi doesn't do too often, he's going to Battle Fury. He's actually one of the players at the Major who is doing the Echo Saber fighty build. He wants to go for some more greed versus the Lycan. Might not be able to get to that point with the way that they are playing right now.
It's a different approach against Tundra, an approach that I feel we've seen teams try many times before and normally failing. You know, Tundra, they are the team that will run you over if you've got a carry that needs time and wants to go the Battle Fury route. It's not going to be easy for OG.
Tower is under attack.
Definitely not.
The Dire have reinforced their structures.
Saksa knows that he can poke up here because he has the Dissimulate to be able to protect himself. So actually going to stall out a bit. He's going to stall out the entire tower push, actually, with just 1 Fade Bolt. And now OG, with 4 heroes up here, getting completely out-farmed. Like, Tundra just farming the map. 33 is about to have Helm of Overlord done. 200 more gold. And then you've got a big Ancient chasing you already. So early on in the game.
Incoming.
That's scary for them to commit. Like, they can't commit onto Sox. He just Dissimulates and gets out. And they keep seeing the rockets flying over too, so maybe expecting 9 close in the area, the max rocket flare. And I think that's the Orchid done, right? He does have it finished. So now, BZM, in most of these situations where he gets caught, he'll just die solo to the Clockwerk if he doesn't have backup.
Are we going to see anyone anywhere close to having something to save him? I guess the first thing will be the Force Staff.
It's so far away.
But it's not coming soon. So not really any counterplay to the silence of the Orchid that 9's going to be thrown in.
Tox has bought, what, 2 minutes up here at least? Just stalling the tower push with Fade Bolt. And now mid. Reload.
And here we go with the Orchid.
They didn't even need it. Skeeter comes in for the last hit.
If they can get anything more here, tether to the side. Snake King's actually going to get out alive.
Oh boy.
Very nice Orchid reveal there from 9. As just goes to show the game ain't going to be easy now with this Orchid clock in play.
No,
not at all, not for BZM.
And BZM actually expects there to be a ward in the area. He tells his supports, they put down 2 sentries, there's no ward. This was, I think, just a rocket flare to scout over and catches him. 6k lead. Andrea not slowing down at all. BKB's done.
Arcane rune for 9.
Oh boy. It feels like they need a Mar to get. I mean, I don't even know if he can go for the blink this game on the Mars, because I think if he blinks in, he just dies immediately. So he looks like he wants to go for BKB, but I don't know if they're gonna have the time for all this greed that's coming out. 33 already pressuring tier 2s.
I mean, these two with an Orchid and with an Arcane rune, they should have the round of spells to take down Mar. He can't get out of this.
Dominate. A little advice. Stay
True killer 9.
And it's up.
We'll see him going for the BKB now. We'll see if he commits for that. I feel like, you know, with the way things are going and the way he's playing, he may even get away with not going for BKB next. So
I think he should.
Temptation's there for 9, but
I think it's the same. Because they can just throw everything onto him. If he does get caught in something like a Mars ult and he gets a Jakiro and all the spells, I think this is the.
I guess they do have catch. Yeah.
Yeah, this is the right call. This is the safe, professional call. As Glyph is still on cooldown, so 9, he ports bottom. They know this tower's low. They want to emphasize on going for it.
Hookshot and an Orchid will kill BZM.
It really will.
So if BZM gets caught, he's definitely dead. So we'll see how carefully he plays it. Hiding in the trees for now.
Shows himself for 1 second.
As soon as he shows 9, a Meteor Orchid. They're in on top of him. They keep him locked down. He's gone.
Such good. I mean, it really is such good game understanding right now from Tundra. They know this tower's low. They want to go for it. They know that somebody's going to try to defend it, and it's the best hero that they can
They're
get.
trying to get something in the mid lane here, Amar and Tiger. But with the BKB pop for Skita, he's just ready to run down Amar. As Amar's gone,
Tiger too?
Also very likely to be dead here. It's a 10k lead, 15 minutes in, 11-2.
They're going to get high ground knocked on, it feels like.
If Tundra keep this up and take a Rex or something, this may be one of those games where we could see an early GG.
It's starting to feel a little bit like that, it's got to be honest. I think this Rex might actually just go down here.
Tower is under attack.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Tier 3, 16 minutes, it's gone. Any chance of a defense from OG, we'll see.
They're going to try. They lay down the macro. Snaking, he's got the mech.
Trying for a bit of a jump on tonight.
They play careful.
Range rats, they'll look to the melee. OG will be able to clear out the push here. They'll go with the arena, but there's not really any follow-up from Amar.
The Rax is dead.
It's gone.
He denies it. There you go. Museum denies a little bit of money toward their way.
16 minutes in, Barrack's gone.
12k lead. This one is out of hand. And
They
also,
found Uragi 9.
what a menace.
He was so close to the Battle Fury as well. Sets him back another couple of 100 gold there, that death.
This one's feeling pretty. They're trapped in their base. It's 17 minutes, Owen. They call it.
I told you it felt like that. It felt like we were going to have an early one. We allowed just sort of out of the blue, but completely understandable. This game was over.
It really was.
17 minutes in, this was